Hello, and welcome to tonight's meditation that I'm calling Putting Down the Worry Burden. I know that there are many of us who are going through various forms of anxiety, or just, life didn't stop just because we're not uh, constantly running and going from hither and yon to thither and thon. I don't know. But life didn't stop. We are still in that process of working through life, and stuff is going on. And of course, all of the coronavirus stuff is just compounding all the stuff we're supposed to be dealing with on a regular basis. So every night at 7:30, before I read from whatever book I'm going to read from, I'm tempted to uh, write to Julia Cameron and ask her if she'll give me permission to read The Artist's Way out loud. That would be an interesting book to read out loud to everybody. But anyway, so every evening I'm going to be doing guided meditation for stress relief or relieving yourself of your worries, things like that. So I encourage you to participate as much as you want or as little as you want. And it's just designed to sort of get you into a place where you feel more calm and more peaceful and a little bit better able to deal with what's going on. Anyway, so here's the thing to do to at the very beginning. Actually, let me reach on over and grab. Oh, there's almost no water, so if I have to cough in the middle, this could be a very short meditation. Yikes. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to sit or lie down, but preferably sit so that you don't have as much chance of falling asleep. Sit in a chair that is not going to be like a plush, so you can sort of squinch back. Sit so that you're comfortable, but not not too comfortable, I guess. And put your feet flat on the floor. Your hands can go on your thighs or on your knees, whatever feels comfortable, most comfortable to you. And I'm going to ask you to deepen your breathing. Just allow your breathing to go a little deeper than it normally does, and try and see if you can keep your shoulders down so it's not a it's more inhaling through the nose and letting your belly expand, and exhaling through the mouth, and inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Very gently. You're not doing anything deep. We're just gently expanding our bodies as we inhale and gently contracting them as we exhale. Just gently inhale, expand your body, let your belly get bigger, and exhale, let everything come back in. And let the breathing mechanism just work for you. That's all it's meant to do right now, is just to expand as you take a breath in, and contract gently as you breathe out. And keep doing that for a little while. Just focus in on your breath as you inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. And now, as you do it, I want you to very gently, with every exhale, let your eyelids get kind of heavy and let them begin to close. And as you inhale and your body expands, remind yourself that you're here. And as you exhale, just close your eyes. And it's just sort of an I'm here and I trust myself. That's really the thing to think about right now. I'm here and I trust myself. I'm here and I trust myself. It's a really simple and easy way of just getting back into your breath and into your body, and reminding yourself that you are a being of courage and confidence, and you are also a being of peace and stability. As you do this and you inhale, I'm here, and exhale, I trust myself. Inhale, I'm here. Exhale, I trust myself. And remember, with every exhale, your eyelids are getting a little heavier until they close all the way. So just let your eyelids close. Nothing else has changed. You're still breathing, I'm here. And you're exhaling, and I trust myself. And you're breathing in, I'm here. And exhale, I trust myself. And now, with your eyes closed, I want you to put up a sort of a movie screen behind your closed lids. In your imagination, put up a movie screen and imagine that that movie screen is white and it's clear and it's about to show a film, and the film is starting to come into focus. It's one of those old time cameras. And as it comes into focus behind your closed lids, you see that you are on a soil dirt path. And the dirt path might be a little dusty, it might be well worn, there might be grasses on either side of the path, but you're standing there on a path and you're watching the movie in front of you, and the path becomes the movie and the movie becomes the path. And as you step into it, as you step onto the path, you realize that you're holding a satchel, one of those old timey wrapped on a stick, and some fabric, and the fabric is holding some things that you are now holding, maybe your possessions, maybe some other things. You are holding it and you are walking on this path. So take a moment and in your mind's eye, as you keep breathing in and out nice and deep, take that step forward onto the path, holding on to the stick and the satchel, and just walk for a little while and see what you see around you in your closed eyelid movie theater. What do you see around you? Are there trees? Are there shrubs and bushes? Is there anything that you're seeing? Are there clouds in the sky, or is the sky blue, blue, blue of deep day? Or is it evening, twilight? The sky is melon colored and orange. Or is it nighttime? And do you see stars and a moon? What do you see? What do you notice? And then in your imagination, in your mind's eye, fill in the sounds that you hear. Are there birds calling? Do you hear the sounds of insects as you walk on this path? What are you listening to? What are you sensing? Are there scents around you? Do you smell freshly mowed grass, or are you smelling wildflowers in bloom? What is it that is around you as you walk on this path and maintain that breathing in and out very gently, in and out? And you're keeping yourself walking and you're holding your satchel until, as you walk, you come upon a bend in the path, and it bends at a small stream. And the stream is moving. It's not standing still. There's water there and it's gently moving on downhill. And you decide to take a moment and rest at this little bend in your path. And you put the satchel down and you sit on the ground. And you might even dangle your toes in the water, or you might just listen as the stream bubbles along. And you give yourself a moment to just get back into that breathing, 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 in and out, very gently, without giving yourself any reason to do anything else. You just look around, sense what you sense. Are there smells? Are there sounds? Be really in this moment and see for yourself what is there. And as you sit there by this stream, you look over and you see that the satchel is there. And the satchel is tied onto the stick so that you could carry it easily. And now you untie the satchel and it falls open. And instead of garments or things, you notice that there are symbols in the satchel. And they're symbols for something that you are worried about or stressed about. And you pick up one of these symbols, and I want you to name it. Some worry that you've been having. Figure out what it is for yourself and name that symbol, that item. Name it that worry. Really infuse all the stuff you're worried about right into that symbol, right into that item. Really, it's almost like you're injecting the worry, whatever it is you're worried about, whatever it is you're concerned about. Inject it into that item and focus on it. This is the item that represents that thing that I'm worried about, like gangbusters. And when you have it fully injected, when you have it fully articulated and fully realized, I want you to take that item and I want you to toss it in the water and let it go splash right into that stream. And what's amazing is that as it goes into the stream, it melts and flows away like it was never there. And now your burden is a little bit lighter. And you take that moment and offer the stream a bit of thanks because now you're not carrying as much. It's not as heavy. And so you look down at one of the other items in the satchel and you take a worry that you have or something that's stressing you out and inject that stress right into that second item. Really stuff it on in there till it's full of all the stress, whatever it is that's causing you anxiety or worry or concern. Just stuff it in that item like there's no tomorrow and really push it in there. And when it's full to almost bursting, take that item and toss it right into the stream. And once again, a little miracle happens. And as that item hits the water, it starts floating away and immediately dissolves into nothing as if it was never there. And suddenly, the satchel is going to be just a little bit lighter. And now you take a third item from the satchel, and if there's some other thing that's really causing you worry, really causing you concern, whatever it is, it could be how you're going to pay the bills, it could be the anxiety of being stuck indoors, whatever it is that's causing you concern or worry or stress or anxiety, stuff it in that little item, push it on in there, use your thumbs, really work it hard until the item is full to almost bursting, and then take it and chuck it right into that stream. And once again, when that item hits the stream, it starts floating away, but suddenly you notice that it dissolves like it was never there. And you look down, and your satchel is empty. The only stuff that you might put in are the things you want to take with you. So create an item for yourself out of a pebble that you see by the edge of the stream, or maybe even a handful of water from the stream, because you know that you can hold the water and put it in your satchel and it will stay contained. Maybe it's a flower. Whatever it is, pick it if you want to, and infuse it with something good and sustaining. Maybe a feeling of joy, maybe a feeling of happiness, maybe a memory that makes you giggle. Whatever it is, take that and put it into your satchel, but know that it won't be a burden. Instead, it will bring you a lot of joy to know that you have it with you. So now, as you've relieved yourself of your burdens and you've put in something that gives you joy, tie the satchel back onto the stick and then stand up, put the satchel and stick over your shoulder, and take a look, take another look, all the way around you. Where you've been was maybe full of some worries and full of some concerns, but where you're going looks brighter and clearer and cleaner, and with more purpose and with more peace, and with almost a soul deep sense of satisfaction and quiet joy. It doesn't have to be big joy because that's in your satchel, whatever it is that you put in your satchel. But it's deep joy and it's deep peace that you're going to walk away with. Take a second and give some thanks to the burdens you carried and know that they're not your burdens anymore. They've dissolved in the water like they were never there. And you breathe just a little bit easier and the satchel is lighter. Give yourself a nod of satisfaction and maybe a Homer Simpson woohoo, whatever it is that's going to help you feel like you've got this, because you know you do. You've got this. You are strong and courageous and capable of doing whatever you set your mind to. So leave the bend on the path, carrying your lighter satchel because you've set down those worries, feeling strong, feeling peaceful, feeling joyful. Walk on the path. And as you walk, notice what's happening to the sun. Notice where you are. And notice the sounds around you. From far off, you hear the sound of a bell. And that bell calls you forth into the present moment. And you realize that the satchel you're carrying is something you can make easier and make lighter whenever you need to. Just by thinking about those items dissolving in the water and letting them ease away. And know that the help you need is only a turn of the path away. And as you listen to the sound of the bell, you allow yourself to come back to the here and now, knowing that your burden is lighter, knowing that your worries aren't going to affect you as much because you've found a place that fills you with peace and with joy and with a sense of security. And now come back to your breathing, come back to closer to the here and now. Feel where your fingers are. Are they on your knees? Are they on your thighs? Move them around just a little bit if you're feeling the fabric of the pants you're wearing, or perhaps the fabric of the couch you're on. Wiggle your toes a little bit. Come back into that space of feeling you being where you are, which is right here. And listening to the sound of the bell, the gentle bell that brings you back into the here and now. And take a deep breath in and remind yourself, I'm here and I am strong. On every inhale, as you do it purposefully, think I'm here, and on the exhale, I am strong. I am here and I am strong. And as you deepen your breathing and as you make it a little bit more purposeful, in through the nose and out through the mouth, very gently, when you're ready, open your eyes and come back to the here and now.